Welcome back to the cryptoworld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now, Bitcoin just hit this massive bullish price target and is now breaking into new all-time highs as the price is also heading towards this next bullish price target, which is coming very, very soon, while the price of Bitcoin is now breaking out above this critical area of resistance, flipping it into new support here in the short term, and the next major Bitcoin short squeeze has just officially started. So I'll be talking about all of that and more later in the video, so definitely watch to the end. First of all, just before we take a look at the Bitcoin charts today, we need to talk about the Bitcoin news today, because just yesterday we saw a massive net inflow into the spot Bitcoin ETFs of over 816 million US dollars coming into the spot Bitcoin ETFs just yesterday, just on Tuesday. And so obviously with these massive net inflows coming in and buying up a bunch of Bitcoin basically every weekday, this is ultimately going to force the price of Bitcoin to the upside over the long term, because there's only so much Bitcoin to go around. So with this massive demand, this is forcing the price of Bitcoin to the upside. And if we're taking a look at this weekly Bitcoin chart, right now the price of Bitcoin is still playing out this huge bull market signal exactly as expected. And if we're looking at the last couple of times, in case you're new to the channel, the last couple of times this signal has confirmed, we've played out a huge bull market in the price of Bitcoin over the next 1 year approximately. So we're still in the early stages of this huge bull market that we're currently playing out. And if we're taking a look at this weekly Bitcoin chart, of course, we're still seeing a massive amount of bullish momentum in the weekly Bitcoin MACD. And the last time we saw anything close to this was last October in 2023. And what came next was a huge bull run for around half a year or so. And this has only been a little over a month since this has confirmed. So we're still due to see a massive bull run in the price of Bitcoin for many months. And if we're taking a look at this 4-day Bitcoin chart, the super trend indicator is still sitting in the green, indicating a larger bullish market. And with Bitcoin breaking out further here in the short term, of course, we've just hit a new all-time high of over 94,000, close to 95,000 as of recording this video, which means we are now officially hitting this first major 1618 Fibonacci extension on this Bitcoin chart right here, which is sitting at around 94,500 to 95,000 approximately. So at the time of recording this video, the price of Bitcoin is basically right at that level. And so it's possible we could find a bit of short-term resistance around this level, but if we could see a breakout well above 95,000, then it's very likely that we're soon going to cross above $100,000 per Bitcoin very, very soon if we can simply just break out above this level. And we're already starting to see the next major short squeeze officially begin here in the short term. And just before talking about my next major Bitcoin price targets, first, if you want to trade these moves in the price of Bitcoin to maximize your profits in crypto during this bull market, personally, I take most of my trades over on Bybit, so I'll make sure to leave a link to Bybit down below this video in the description and in the pinned comment. And if you use that link down below this video to make your Bybit account and deposit on that account, then you can get up to a $30,000 deposit bonus, but only if you use that link down below this video. And also, if you use that link, it'll take you to this page right here, which is a 500 USDT position airdrop. So basically a free $500 trade as your first trade over on Bybit, but that's only available if you use the link below this video to make your Bybit account and actually deposit on that account. So if you're going to be trading crypto anyway, you might as well check this out. Once again, first link down below this video. But for whatever reason, if you cannot access Bybit or if you cannot KYC on Bybit, there's also BTNex, which is another crypto exchange similar to Bybit, but you don't need KYC for BTNex, which means if you're in the US or the UK, for example, or another country where you might not be able to access Bybit, you can access BTNex. I'll also leave a link to BTNex below this video, and if you use that link to make your BitNex account, you can get up to a 5.5k deposit bonus, and only if you use that link, you can get an exclusive 10% discount on all trading fees on the BitNex exchange forever, but that's only available if you use the link below this video to make your BitNex account. And so as another option out there other than Bybit, one that you can access from the US, once again, there's BitNex, links down below if you want to claim those extra bonuses. But with that being said, taking a look at this weekly Bitcoin chart, And the next major 1618 Fibonacci extension on the weekly time frame is sitting at around $102,000 per Bitcoin. So that is the next major price target beyond 100,000, beyond this point at around 95,000. If we continue this bull run here, then we're likely very soon going to head above 100,000 up towards 102,000. And then at that level right there at 102K, we could find a bit of short-term resistance. So keep that in mind. But if we can break out above 102,000, then we're likely heading up towards 113,000, which is this 2618 Fibonacci extension on this 3-day Bitcoin chart. And if we're taking a look at the shorter term on the 6-hour time frame, right now the price of Bitcoin is already officially breaking out to the upside from this triangle pattern right here, this symmetrical triangle pattern, also known as a horizontal triangle pattern. And I've talked about this over the last couple of days here on this channel. And so obviously, if you've been watching my last few videos here on the channel, especially just yesterday, if you watched my last Bitcoin video here on the channel, we already confirmed the breakout, actually saw a bit of a retest. And so at this point right around here was when I recorded my last video. And since then, we continued this bullish breakout further to the upside towards this bullish price target. And this price target is already in play, as I mentioned in my last video, and that's sitting at just underneath $97,000 per Bitcoin, more specifically around 96.8K. So that is the technical price target here in the short term, which we are already heading to right now. We're already playing out this price target once again at just underneath 97,000. And if we're zooming into the shorter term again, looking at the 2-hour Bitcoin chart, we have now successfully confirmed the breakout above this area of resistance, which I mentioned in my last video here on the channel, my last Bitcoin video here on the channel that I recorded yesterday. Obviously, we were attempting a breakout to the upside, and I've already been saying over the last few days when the price was back around here, I've been saying we have ascending lows, higher lows, while the highs are basically horizontal. We have horizontal resistance, but an ascending line of support. So as I've already been explaining over the last few days when the price was back down here, this is bullish price structure. It's showing an increase in demand while the sellers are just remaining at the same level on the chart. So I said if this continues, the buyers will ultimately buy up all of the sellers in this price range, which will ultimately cause a breakout very soon. And that's exactly what has now happened as expected. We've broken out above this resistance, and then we came back down to retest this previous resistance, and now this is acting as a new support. So this is a perfect breakout here with previous resistance flipping into new support. This is bullish price structure. So ultimately, we are looking very, very bullish right now in the shorter term. And of course, on the larger time frames, as I've been saying for months now on the channel, we're looking very, very bullish, playing out a huge bull market. And on top of that, if we're taking a look at the Bitcoin liquidation heat map, we have just officially started the next short squeeze because the price of Bitcoin is now entering into this major area of liquidity that's sitting in between around 94,000 to 97,000. So in that massive price range right there, we have a lot of short positions that will get wiped out of the market, causing a short squeeze. And specifically at around 95,500, we have a lot of liquidity right at that level. So once we start breaking out above around 95,500, expect a short squeeze to play out here in the short term, which is of course bullish. When short positions close or get liquidated, they have to essentially buy back into Bitcoin to close those positions or liquidate those positions, which means pushing the price higher, liquidating more short positions, which pushes the price further to the upside. And that's what a short squeeze is, which is of course bullish. And so this next short squeeze could quite possibly send the price up towards $100,000. And at around that 100K level, we also have quite a lot of liquidity there, and more liquidity at around 102,000 to 103,000. And once again, if you want to trade these moves in the price of Bitcoin or any other crypto to maximize your profits in crypto, then check out those links down below this video to claim those extra bonuses. And if you want to actually know how to trade crypto, no matter if the price is bullish, bearish, or chopping around sideways, then make sure to watch these videos popping up right here on your screen. The video in the top left shows you how you can profit from bullish or bearish price action using long positions or short positions. And the video in the bottom left shows you how you can easily profit from choppy sideways price action. But anyway, that is everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.